Thinking about buying a franchise? Then the How to Buy a Franchise show is just for you. Here's your host, Dr. John Hayes.
So what's the number one challenge that you're facing today as a franchisor? What's happening in Ray Titus's world?
Well, to get into challenges, I would just say our biggest challenge now is picking the right people and making sure we match the right people with the right business. We do have 8 different brands, so it can be a little daunting at times. We started with Sinorama in 1986 right here in New York and on Long Island in Farmingdale, and then 30 years later, here we are with 8 brands and 1,400 franchisees in 80 countries worldwide.
Mm-hmm. So as an educator, I emphasize how to buy a franchise. I don't sell franchises specifically. I help people understand, is it right for me? Because franchising isn't going to work for everybody.
No.
Even though we've got, you've got 8 different brands and there are some maybe 2,500 to 3,000 brands in North America alone that people can buy, priced from less than $10,000. You have at least one low end with the event planning.
Yep, and Transworld is
again
out of offices.
Yes, working out of offices and plan ahead events. Working. Do they work out of offices or out of their home?
Usually out of home, and so we have some of that. We also we start Super Green Solutions, our energy efficient products store. We're starting them in a consulting model where they start from home. Start selling products, LED lights, solar panels, air and water purification systems, things like that. And then they move as they add customers and build their business into a showroom model. So there is a progression in some of our brands where they start home-based and then they build and grow the business. Obviously the Sinorama brand is, and Embroid Me, those brands are retail locations, they have equipment and employees, and they both do fabulous for the right people.
Yes.
But you need to match up the right people with the right business. And like you said, not every business is for every person.
Exactly. So this is a topic that I want to spend some time with you discussing, the right people. How do you get the right people on the bus? Because if you get too many of the wrong people on the bus is not going to move, or the bus is going to tilt over.
No.
So this is so important, and I emphasize this in all of my training and all of the education that I do about franchising. The first thing to do, forget about which brand you're going to buy, the first thing to do is find out, does franchising work for you? Is it a fit for you? Well, how would I know if it's a fit for me? What do I do?
Well, I think the first thing folks listening need to do is look at themselves and say, am I suited to run and manage my own business? Am I motivated? Will I get up in the morning? Will I keep the business clean? Am I interested in customer service or sales and marketing? Is it being motivated by money? Is it being motivated by quality of life? There's different motivators for each person that we put into business over the years, but I would tell you that folks should really focus on the success of the business and the company. Longevity of the company helps. If a company's been in business for a year or two, I probably would shake their hand and find something else, because you want to have, the reason you're going into a franchise is you want a proven program that's been proven over years with a company that's been doing it for years. And when you have that, then that's one side of the equation. The other side is culture. I mean, you can't overlook the people that you're doing business with, the type of people. Are they motivating? Are they positive? Are you going to enjoy your life in that type of business? So I think you got to look at yourselves and say, is this something that would be motivating? And yes, is it profitable? Can I make a lot of money? Can I do real well with the business? But am I going to enjoy myself doing this too?
And a key indicator is that a franchisor has already worked out all the kinks. They've already created the program. They've already created the operations manual. So day to day, how the business should operate has already been done for the franchisee. But are you the type of person who wants to look under the hood and figure out why that wire goes to that wire and it doesn't go to that wire? That's the wrong person for a franchise.
I agree. Look, we're not we're not against our franchise owners coming up with new ways to do things. What we tell them is, for the first 6 months, take all your ideas and new things and write them down on a list and put them in a drawer, put tape over the drawer, and say, do not open for 6 months. Your first 6 months, we want to focus on building and growing a successful business and being focused on what we know works, not what we think works. So we're going to be more focused on that. After their 6 months in business, John, they get an idea of, hey, have you tried this? Have you tried that? And we may not be interested in idea number 1, 2, and 3, but number 4 may be a gem. So we get our best ideas from our franchise owners. It's just after they've been in business for 6 months.
Thank you for listening to How to Buy a Franchise Show. If you want immediate assistance, visit howtobuyafranchise.com to contact Dr. John Hayes for a free consultation.